All right. So I will do recording and or if you someone just get lost any connections or you cannot join us today, so you can have a chance to watch this webinar again. So we have 1.5 hours of our webinar, and today we're going to talk about how to become truckload dispatcher. So there is a short introduction about myself, what I do. My name is Anna, and if you see me first time today, so I'm a manager of dispatch department, and dispatch services we provided for our clients. I start my journey in the trucking industry 6 years ago. Once I moved to US 8 years ago, I was a little bit frustrated to find a job here. My main profession is a mechanical engineer, and once I moved here, I danced with some issues how to become authorized in US market with my diploma. It's actually become complicated for me. And I start to work in the hotel in Orlando, Florida. And I got some experience in sales to sell some tours for Disney tours or Universal tours, if you know. So Orlando is one of the best places to have a vacation. And someone tells me that most of immigrants start working in the trucking industry. Well, basically, I know what is it because I saw a lot of semi trucks on the road, and they carrying so big vans, with Walmart or Target goods. And basically, I have imagination how it works, but I never thought about it because I knew some drivers who actually work in this industry, but I never thought about dispatching because nobody tells me what exactly dispatch do and how to find this job, or um, what should I do in this situation. And the story comes with one of my friends who actually worked with me. So she left the hotel and find her work in the trucking industry. And she invites me for the interview as a dispatcher. And I'm actually didn't know what to expect. She just told me this is a person who book loads for the drivers, and that's it. That's what you need to do. And I have no experience in nothing. And I decided, like, why not? That's something new, and maybe that's gonna be my new career step. That's exactly what happened. So I still work in this industry. My first interview was in a trucking company in Orlando, and once I came there, I have no experience, absolutely zero. And they invite me for the training to update department. So the update department, this is a part of dispatch team. They actually help dispatchers with their drivers. That's where I start my career. In 1 month of training, once they finally give me a job offer, they moved me to a dispatch department. And the dispatch department, it looks like the huge space where the people trying to book loads, it's pretty noisy. Everyone is speaking over the phone, or your phone is calling all the time. And it was really interesting. This job is pretty active. It's so active. I mean, once you book a load, people feel happiness, and they're ready to share with your colleagues. Then you can book really good loads with a good price. Why we feel it? Because we all working on a commission. And this is the opportunity for people who work in some industries and they have a fixed rate or fixed salary. So in this case, you don't have an opportunity to grow in your income. And sometimes people tell me it looks like a sales. Well, with one part, yes, because we work on a commission, but the another part, no. We're not doing cold calls. We are not doing anything that can be so stressful for you, to find the clients. Why? Because we are working already with specific platforms. We sometimes don't need to give a call at all. We can book it online. Sometimes, yes, we need to negotiate rates with the brokers, but it's a lot of fun. So basically, who is a dispatcher? So dispatcher is a person who actually searching for loads for their drivers. And once you start to work in company, so the company assigned for you drivers, maybe 5 trucks. And once you start to work with them, you're searching for loads. And we use the specific platforms we use for that. So there is no cold calls or something like that, like maybe someone think about it. And it's easy to use right now because the progress and the technology has become more modern right now. And the platforms, they offer you to book loads online. So I just find the load, I see the destinations where is my driver located and where he needs to go or we prefer to go. And just with one click of button, I just book this load. It comes to my email and I give all information to the driver and he's going to pick up a load and do delivery. And that's it. My work also includes to see if everything is goes smooth in the transit time. So if the driver is coming to pick up on time and he do deliver on time. And also we have an update department. So update department helps me to update brokers. So if brokers give a call to the company, so update department, specific the person who worked with me. I have a beautiful girl, Erin. So she actually give information to the broker the truck is in transit and he's coming on time. All right. So this is about dispatcher. So the company and dispatch department, they stick together. I would say that dispatch department, this is the engine of the company because we are the one who brings income to the company, which is really good. And once you earn more money for the company, you get more money for your salary, right? Sometimes companies offer the flat rate for you. So it might be weekly. Sometimes they offer you like a small amount for each week and commission, which is really good option also. So you have a basic salary. It might be small to cover your expenses, but your commission can grow. So your commission might be percentage or maybe might be bonuses. It depends from the company you're working with. And there is a good trick. Now, if you work before with the company who actually pays you flat rate, you can break the ceiling with your income because you can earn more in this case. I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to show you today how to work with the platforms and short introduction of all industry. Then you can get all together for this 1.5 hours. All right. I'm already in this industry for 6 years. It's still pretty fun, really. The market is going up and going down, and we are still booking loads for the drivers and always new connections. So networking is always important for the drivers and for dispatchers. Let me show you my presentation. All right. Let me. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen right now. Okay, let me know if you can see the screen. So I can, just a second. Okay, where it goes. Just a moment. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, so here's a chat. If you have any questions or you want to ask me something or we have any technical issues, please feel free to text me and I will answer to you right away. Just one more thing. If you have any questions and we still don't cover the subject, we're gonna have a chance to answer all your questions at the end. All right. Okay, let me know if you can see my screen. And today, again, I'm gonna remind you, so today we're gonna talk about how to become a truckload dispatcher. And we are talking about trucking business in US market. So this is how it works. Sometimes people think about Europe, but this is different market, different prices, different trucks. So we are talking about US market right now. Okay, can you text me plus if you can see my screen share so I can go further? Okay, so dispatch work. Dispatch work, as I said, it's a lot of fun. And the dispatcher, he can work from home or he can work from the office. It depends from the company also. Some companies offers you remote work. And once you work remotely, you have to be really organized, or you're supposed to have a really good skills of time management once you work at home. For some people, it's not gonna work. If you like office work, if you like to see people around you, you have an opportunity to work in the office. Guys, please, I would be really appreciate it if you can put your microphone on mute so I can hear clearly myself. All right. Thank you so much. And dispatchers, so my work is to find a load, find a good price for this load, definitely. Sometimes it takes time to find a good rate. How we do it? Well, sometimes it's become really easy. I can book in like 10 or 15 minutes. That's really cool. Sometimes it takes 1 hour for me to find a good option. Why it takes long? Because I need to find a good option with a price, which will be good commission for you and good income for your company that you're working with, or maybe for your client if you're working as independent dispatcher. I'm going to tell you a little bit more difference between independent dispatch and work in a company a little bit later, but it's really interesting experience also. So the company, they have a lot of departments. But the main department is a dispatch department because you work with the drivers and you work with different departments. You are the one who actually brings income to the company. And the company have their own requirements, that's I would say. So what kind of requirements they can have to the dispatcher? So the minimum trucks, it should be 5. Well, if you think that's a lot, this is actually not. This is the easiest. That's, I would say, if you have 5 vehicles you're working with, this is like chilling out. You know, this is not like you work hard or you are, dying at the end of the week. So 5 trucks, it's usually minimum, the requirements for the dispatcher who comes to work. Once I came to work, I came from zero, if you remember. So what exactly company did with me? So we have no experience in this time and we don't have any educational programs, unfortunately. For some reasons, nobody create any training programs for us who actually can give me more experience before I start to work in a company. And it takes me a little bit hard time, that's I would say, because once you start to work from zero in a company, even if the company gives you the opportunity to, you can ask manager, you can ask people who are around you, you still don't have enough, I would say, knowledge how to work, because there is a lot of situation can happen to you once you start to work. And other co-workers you're working with, everyone is busy with their work, right? So nobody wants to give you a little bit more information. Yes, of course, I was lucky to have a really good team because they share their own experience on the prices on the market. They can give me the advice or what I need to do in this or another situation. But I would say if the company have a really good training program for people who start from zero, this will be awesome. And first truck I got at first week when I start to work in the dispatch team. And the second truck start to work with me in 3 days. So at the end of the week, I already had 3 trucks, which is really good for me because I quickly start to earn money on it. I wouldn't say that it was something really big, but I would say that the next week, the second week, I got 4 trucks. And at the end of the second week, I got 5 trucks. So in 2 weeks, I got 5 trucks. And during this month, my income increased because the money I got from the end of the month was more better than I actually earned from the hotel, to be honest. It was a lot better. When I saw how much I earned, actually, I was pretty surprised. So also, I would say then in our team, we had a lot of young people in the age of 18 who has luxury cars. That's one of my situations when I was surprised. You know, when I come to interview, I saw the office with the luxury cars, and I asked my friend, like, what is it? Who is working here? I mean, like, who is riding Lexus, like last model? And they say, yeah, this is a dispatch team. I like, oh, well, be honest, I can't believe it because during my work time in US, I never saw that people in age of 18 can ride the luxury cars here, right? So you can see that only old people who already stopped to work and they are buying luxury cars, right? So was my it was surprised me. And I try to understand how actually you can get money from this. I just can get this thing. And after first months, I got it, then I need more trucks. So I would say, so my comfortable zone was to have 8 trucks. So eight trucks, the comfortable zone when I'm actually not going to stress out because I have a lot of trucks, but I still get really good income, and it was enough for me. Sometimes I had 10 trucks, but once some of my coworkers going for vacation, they gave me additional trucks, but I felt like, be honest, 10 trucks, it's hard work. So if you think about how many trucks you can cover, and once you're trying to calculate how much you can earn, I would say that you can have 8 trucks in your mind. And once you find a job or you discussed in the commission for your work, just try to calculate how much you can earn and how many trucks the company can give you or the client. In this case, you will have a clear imagination how much you can get per month. To calculation with commission and everything, I will show you a little bit later, which is really interesting part with all calculations and how many trucks you can cover. All right, let's go through and go to the platforms. I'm going to show you the platforms we actually use. One more thing. I had a question before, and I would like to answer you. So, as a dispatcher, if you work remotely, if you don't work in the company, you are just find a client, for example, a small company, and they have 5 trucks or 3 trucks. Or maybe you want to work with 2 clients, with 3 or 5 trucks, which is really good, right? So in this case, you don't need any investments in these platforms, okay? So you don't need to register your company like a trucking company. You don't need insurance. You don't need to pay for these load boards. All load boards, commercial load boards, the trucking company usually buy an account and they can give you an access. So once you work remotely with the clients, or if you work in a company but remotely, so the company, the trucking company, they supposed to give you the access to all these load boards for free, okay? Because you are providing service for these companies, okay? So you don't need, again, to buy anything. All you need to do is just ask for access where you can find the loads. All right, so today we're gonna cover most popular platforms where you can book loads. All right, and I have a question. Is it possible to work remotely from abroad, USA? Yes, it's possible. Some companies can offer a job for overseas. So if you like to do research, I also know some people who work abroad for US market, okay? It depends from which country you are, but some companies, they have offices in different countries. So actually you can do your research, your own research, and find some companies who working in your specific country and trying to contact with them and ask them what kind of position they have, what kind of commission they have, what requirements they have. So before you apply for a job, you already know what exactly they want from you, which is easier way to be prepared for the interview and give the information they want to hear from you. All right, this is like a life hack. Okay, so let's go to the platforms we are working with. One of the most popular platforms, this is PowerDat. Okay, let me hold on, let me stop screen share, and I'm gonna open another screen in a second. Okay. So is anyone here who working in the trucking industry? Or do you work at a dispatcher already? Let me know, it's really interesting. All right. Let me... Okay. I'm gonna do screen share right now. Okay. Let me know if you can see the screen. Yes? Okay, so this is the one of the platforms we use. This is one of the most popular platforms. So to get an access, again, you will need to just ask your customer or the tracking company you're working with for the access. Once you start to work, they usually provide all access to the company, all information about company to book loads. So it calls PowerDat. This platform, it's a huge platform of loads. So how you can find the loads? Well, actually, there is a lot of brokers we are working with. So in trucking industry, like in many industries in US, you can find there is no direct connection to the customer, right? So we don't work directly with the customers, but we work through the brokers because there is a huge amount of trucking companies in the market. And some customers prefer, if they produce a lot of goods, they prefer to work with many carriers. But to get the contract with area carrier, it's sometimes it's painful, and they prefer to work with brokers. So broker, because the broker company, they can find a lot of carriers, and each carrier. Oh, I'm so sorry. Just a second. All right, so and each carrier, they have different amount of trucks, but the broker, if they have a dedicated lanes, it's like the whole year lanes from one point to another point. They are searching for the carriers who can actually carry these goods from point A to point B. In this case, if they work with a company who actually has like 5 trucks, maybe they need 20 trucks for these loads, right? And they're searching for another carriers. That's how they're searching for the customers here. So we are dispatchers, we are working for carriers, and we supposed to take care about all these goods have to move from one location to another. So these load boards, let me check it. I'm gonna do a short review of the load board. Well, it's actually easy to use. This is a dashboard, and you can do search trucks. This is for brokers. We don't need it. This is the private loads. This is the loads you actually booked with this broker. But most interesting part of it, this is search load, because I'm as a dispatcher need to find a load. This is what I'm interested in. This is my trucks. I have not posted anything. So the system gives you opportunity to post a truck. If you have a truck in specific location, I just provide the system location, where is my truck located. In this case, I can give a call from the broker who is actually calling me and ask, hey, Anna, do you have a truck in Chicago? I say, yeah, it's ready right now. What do you got? And he's offering me the load. And if I see the price is really good for this load, I'm gonna book it. If no, I'm searching for another one. So in case if I don't like it, I just tell him, I'm sorry, let me pass on it. I will search for the better option. Okay, so posted truck gives you the opportunity, then broker can see your truck in specific location and can give you a call. So these platforms, that's how we called street loads. Why it's street loads? That's because a lot of brokers can offer you a load. If I don't want the broker gives me a call, sometimes they're calling with not good options, and I don't like to answer for so many calls. And I prefer to find a load by myself. And I'm going to search load where I actually can find a load. And no, I already have here Las Vegas, Nevada. So let's just predict I have a Vegas truck and I need to find a load. So there is simple information you need to enter to find a load. We have a dead hat. What is a dead hat? This is empty mileage to the pickup location. So 150, it's, I would say this is statistic radius of mileage between Vegas City, which is actually looking for all loads posted in this location. Destination, well, for me, it doesn't matter. I just want to find a load where it actually pays really good. And there is now 150, but this is the system just entered this information. I have a van. Yes, I do. So we usually work with dry vans. So if you saw the semi truck, they have a connection with a trailer. And this trailer is probably like 53 feet or maybe 48. So this trailer is necessary because we're gonna use it to load this trailer. So once the driver comes to the pickup location, we need to bring the trailer to get loaded. In this case, we have a vans. That's how its system calls. Load type, full. Why it's full? Because I want my trailer be full loaded. Because if you're looking for the option, let's see what we got here. We have a partial. If you choose the partial, it might be 1 or 2 pallets only, but this load will pay less. I mean, much less. So to get a good price for the whole trip, you will need to find partials in a trailer, which is actually painful because if you don't have experience to work with partial loads, I'm not suggesting to do this. Well, I usually try to book a load with full loaded because this is only one pickup location. It might be 2 or 3 deliveries or 1 delivery location, but it's still already full loaded trailer. I don't need to find another load, right? I just find one with a good price and we are ready to go. So looking for the full loaded trailer, we work with 53 dry van. Why it's 53? Because this is one of the most popular dry vans. Recently I mentioned that we have 48, yes, but 48 drive-ins, they're smaller, all right? And this kind of trailer is usually used for supermarkets like Publix, maybe if you know Safeway. So they usually have roll door on the trailer. So this roll door, it takes a lot of place, in a trailer. And if you're planning to load with full loaded trailer with pallets, so there is not enough space. And if we are talking about drive-in 53 drive-in, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how it looks like. So these trailers, they have a swing doors. So it's actually open like this, which is actually a good option to full loaded trailer with pallets. So it might be 2 levels of pallets. All right, so we are working with 53 and the weight, well, I would say the standard use 45 because this is maximum weight well I'm actually trailer can get sometimes 50, but you know it can be headache to if you get overloaded, right? So you need to back to the shipper to get unloaded. So 45K is enough, and you need to choose the date range. Let's just choose today and do search. Okay, so here you go. This is the interface. You can see all loads. The first one, you can see what time it was posted. So the broker post a load 4 minutes ago. You can see the rate. This is the price for a load, 1,200. There is a system who actually calculates for you. This is like $2 or 5 cents per mile. From Vegas, this is the total mileage, 584, and it goes to California, and pickup is today, and there is equipment required from the broker, and it says I need to send the driver with a van, and the van is 53 feet, and the weight is 16. Really good. So it's pretty light load, and the capacity, there is no mention capacity, but it says this is full loaded trailer. So the customer's requirement, full loaded trailer. Here's information about broker. So this is Expo Logistics LLC, and you can see here's the contact information. Let's click it and see the full information of the load. All right. So we already saw that from Vegas to California, full loaded trailer, 16K on the weight. There is an email, but in the comments, they usually mention their phone number. We can give them a call. But since this is after hours right now, so they prefer to communicate through the emails. Sometimes broker prefer to communicate through emails during the daytime, and which is really fine. But I would say if this is a hot loads, it pays pricey, really good money. So it's better to call right away because this load can go in few minutes. Okay, so if broker puts you on hold and say, hey, let me put you on hold, say, no, I just have a truck. Let me know, so what information do you have about load because it's ready right now. So once you're on hold, they actually can sell this load. So if you don't want to lose it, so it's better to give a call and ask all information over the phone. But if you have many options, so you can text him and wait for the answer, which is really fine. All right, this is the rate information. Is it $1,200 and $2 per mile? I would say this is a good option. Why it's good option? So the prices on the market are different right now. We have a dry season, but it's okay. So if you work as a dispatcher, you need to make sure then for the whole week, all your loads not less than $2 per mile, okay? Why? Because if you're going less than 180, it's so the company have lost. All right. So the best way is 2 and higher. So this is your goal, to find a load for 2 and higher. All right. Okay, let me see. Oh, there is one interesting thing that I want to show you. This is the market rate. So the Power system, since this platform has a lot of brokers and they post their loads here, so we can see the average, I would say the statistic of loads, how much exactly pays from one location to another. It's actually really helpful because once you start to work, well, I would say you don't know how much you're supposed to ask for the load, right? And you don't know it, but there is a little bit trick. So if you look at here, you can see market rates powered by DATIQ. So this is a statistic of loads, how much is usually pays for this load. Let me see. So, well, it's close to what broker offers. So it's 11.91, and the average per mile is pretty close by. But we also can see the range over here. If you can see, the range is 10.16 till 13.43. So it's actually, you can actually ask for more. But I would say that sometimes broker want to sell for the price they actually posted, but it's okay. You still have a chance to negotiate the rate. I would say then if you want to get the price you want, you need to go higher. I would ask for 13, and maybe you can meet in 12.50, which is actually will be better rate. But don't go over, because if you will go over, he will be really angry, I would say. He will be angry, like, why are you asking me some more? He can hang up the phone and just say goodbye. But if you really want to get this load, I would ask you to get 100 on top of it. And I believe you will meet in the middle. So like additional $50, which is not more. But if you have a that hat, so since my driver already in Vegas, so he has like maybe 10 miles that had till the pickup location, so which is really good. So this is $50 gonna give me like additional bonuses for the driver. That's what I say. So once you tell the driver the price for the load, and you can tell him, then you get a little bit more on top of it, he will be happy. All right. And this is the company information. So this is Axel Logistics. You can see the MC number. It's right here. You can see the email of John, who actually you can text him to get this load. And you can see the location where the main office located, okay? Sometimes brokers, they have many offices in US. And if you're calling to the main phone number, might be they will transfer you to specific office. They will ask you from what office this load was posted, okay? And you can tell them, oh, well, that's Knoxville, Tennessee, and they will transfer you. But I would suggest you call them directly. All right. So basically, this is all information I needed. And let's see the road. There is a button, View Road. So once you click it, let me know if you can see. Okay, you can see. So this is the road. This is actually the map where you can see the total mileage of your road. There is a really good option. So once you already book the load, so you can send all this information to your driver. So I prefer to send the map so he can actually see from what location load goes to. Well, Woodland, California, next to Sacramento. This is North California. And what road he will choose to reach the destination. There is also already calculated mileage and trip time. So it's 11 hours. And you can add additional stops here if you need it. If not, you just remove it. No. Okay, get route. Okay. And which is the good thing? Well, probably dispatcher don't need it, but maybe driver gonna need it. They have their own GPS system in the truck. They show them exactly road the truck can go. Because if you are working with Google Maps, this is not always correct information. So if you're trying to use Google Maps, because this is a free tool, many dispatchers use it, and can give you information of imagination how many miles to once you book in a load. But the tracking GPS is absolutely different thing, because the Google Maps is created for the regular cars, and semi trucks sometimes cannot go by this road. So once you book a load, you just double check with a driver how many miles shows on his GPS and what kind of road he will choose. But once you get more experience, you will understand what kind of road he actually will go. And from another side, you can see even exits, it shows you how to reach the destination. All right, so this is the Power platform. Guys, do you have any questions about Power platform? Please feel free to ask me. This is pretty popular platforms. We also sometimes use Truckstop's platform, but the Power is still more powerful and they have many tools, which is actually convenient for me to work with. And my suggestion, if the client is asking you what kind of platform he's supposed to buy, the account to buy. So Power this is the one which is one of more popular and easy to use, easy interface. All right. And the prices, I believe it was 180 per person or per account. And again, if you're working as a independent dispatcher, so you don't need to buy it, all right? So make sure then you don't do it. So the customer or trucking company is supposed to give you the access for this. All right, let me show you another platform. Okay, I usually work with power-only trucks. Sometimes, yes, we have dry-vans. What is a power-only? This is another thing, but it's not also complicated. So if you have a truck and a trailer together, we call it dry-vans, right? If you have only truck and you have no trailer, we call it power only. So this is a power only system. And once you are applying for a job or searching for a client, you're supposed to ask him, guys, do you have a dry-vans or do you power only cater? So power only, it means they have no trailers, all right? If they have if they have no trailers, it's fine because we have some brokers who actually have a lot of loads power only. So if the company power only, but we still need a trailer, right, to get loaded. So we are taking this trailer already with a load. Once I book a load, the broker provides me the trailer number. I'm supposed to pick it up. So the trailer already preloaded. There is a difference between dry vans and power only. So if you come to the shipper with dry van, we call it live load. So it takes 2 hours. This is a standard time to get loaded, okay, the trailer. And it's also at the delivery takes 2 or 3 hours to get unloaded trailer. But your driver always with a trailer, so which is actually really good because you can find many loads. Well, power only is a different system. So the broker who gives you a load, they provide you the trailer number, and this trailer already preloaded. In this case, we call it may be drop and drop. We usually bring the empty one trailer instead of loaded, where we get the empty. They actually provide us a location where we need to pick up the empty, bring to the pickup, and switch trailers in one location in another really fast. That's what drivers love. That's what by my experience drivers love. They like easy, this is 15 minutes. The driver coming to the shipper, he is dropping empty trailer and picking up preloaded and going to delivery, and which is a really good thing about it. So the pickup location and delivery locations, they usually work 24/7 for drop and hook. So drop, it means we drop in trailer, and hook, it means we are hooking preloaded trailer. In this case, driver can do more roads. Even if he did delivery at the evening time, he still has enough time to go and pick up another load and do delivery at the next day. This is really cool, right? So one of the brokers who can offer you this option is a Schneider. This is one of the biggest brokerage companies who can also work with power only. I'm going to show you right now. Once you are signed for the platform or you already get an access from your client or the tracking company, there is a thing that's what I told you. You can actually book these loads online. Once you get qualified. We don't have a qualified yet because we have a new insurance on this, and once it's gonna be updated, we will get the button will be changed for book now. But usually we work a lot with this broker and we book online. If you want to ask for more money for this load, each company usually have their own brokers, and you have his phone number, or maybe you use Telegram. You can text in Telegram or by email and ask for the specific load number, better price. Okay, but if you're okay, you can book it online. So this platform is really, really good. So these options, you can see. Okay, there is live options. Let me see. Okay, so the all platforms are really easy to use. Okay, let me reload it. They're easy to use. All right, here you go. We have a top recommendations. Why it shows me top recommendations? Well, because we have a lot of trucks in Texas and Georgia. All right, and here how we will search for a load. Well, basically all platforms, I would say from specific brokerage, they have a similar system. Maybe interface different, but the tools they offer to you, they're the same. So this is one of examples. And for example, we have a power only. Okay, let's do Chicago. Well, Chicago, one of the biggest hubs in US, where you can find loads. Okay, original radius. There is a 100. Let's do 150. 150. This is a dead hat or empty mileage. Okay, and time from today for next 2 days. Okay, so destination, it's I would say doesn't matter, if the load pay is really good. And let's click for search and see what they got today. All right, let me see. Wisconsin, they have Gary, Indiana. Sometimes they have really short trips, like 18 miles. It means that it's actually you need to do redelivery. So maybe somebody just drop a trailer in different location and you need to do delivery. They have a lot of short trips. Okay, Illinois and the prices. This is the reason why prices are low, because they have a short mileage. Okay, it's 48, 42. This is what we are not looking for. Okay, so we are looking for 500 and more. Or maybe if they pay for 300 is really good price. Okay, here we go. Let's see, like Illinois to Cranberry, New Jersey. I wouldn't say this is the best price. Let me tell you why. Before I mentioned then $2 and more, this is the good price. That's correct. But for some locations, like Northeast, so Cranberry, New Jersey, it's Northeast area. So if you're booking to Northeast, so the price is supposed to be really high, because from Northeast, the price will be low and you need to meet in the middle, like 210 to 20. All right, there is a load number. There is a price for the load. There is a mileage. It tells you this is power only, because they mentioned they provide a trailer. So it's pretty heavy, 42. All right, and there is information from South Elgin, Illinois, going to Cranberry, New Jersey. So they pick up on 20th from 3 p.m. till 7 p.m. So the driver can pick up this load, which is actually in a few days, and he has a gap 4 hours. So this is a system: drop empty and pick up preloaded trailer. There is a 39 miles from my location, where's my driver located, and he has enough time to do delivery. So a delivery at the next day for 8 p.m. You can see here, he have 24 hours to do this. Almost to 20 hours, almost. Okay, and he's doing drop and hook another one, another empty trailer. Okay, once you open the load, let me see. There actually shows you the map, which is you actually can calculate all mileage together. You see, so pickup location, it's close to Chicago area, and they say it is 39 miles away. And then going to Cranberry, New Jersey. So this area, I would say, let me show you. So this area and Baltimore, This is a northeast area. So in this area, so I would say I will ask not less than 250 or maybe more if they can offer to you for this load. All right, as I mentioned, so this button, so get qualified, and that's all I need to currently activate the Schneider. Yes, so if you see the kind of messages, you need to double check your account again, maybe if some information about the company has been changed. So you need to provide all documentation to get this button, book now, active. All right, guys, any question about Schneider? Let me know. If not, I'm gonna show you one more thing. And if you are looking for something to work with Amazon, that's we're gonna cover right now. So one of the most popular platforms, this is Amazon. Here we go. This is the Amazon. Okay, let me show you. So these platforms, I would say their prices, they're absolutely different from all market prices because they create their own loads. This is only Amazon loads, and they post rates like they want. So if you think how too much Amazon prices and street market prices, well, there is a big difference. It depends from many reasons. It might be Prime Day, it might be holidays, it might be Prime Week. So there's many different things that can happen with the prices, and they can go up, which is good for the trackers and dispatchers. And there is one interesting thing about the Amazon. If you work, I believe everyone who lives in US, they know about Amazon, right? So you can book, I'm sorry, you can buy, you can purchase something from Amazon, and they have a really fast delivery, 1 or 2 days, which is so excited, right? So how they actually raise the system, they have their own platform, and the carrier have the access to this platform. So if you see, well, let's see this one, the first one, load. And this load is from Rialto, California to Tracy, California, short trip. Let's see, it's 372 miles. And it's showing information about the load. This is one way from one location to another. They will provide you the trailer. This is power only load. They there is a 3 stops. Well, basically we calculate like 2 because one pickup, one delivery, but they have in the middle 1 stop. And I'm gonna show you where exactly. And 10 hours, they're asking for 1 solo driver. It might be 1 truck and 1 person in the truck, 1 driver. And sometimes they're asking for team drivers, actually 2 people in the truck. For team drivers, the load pays better than for solo drivers. Okay, there is a calculation about base rate, fuel supercharge, and total price. But for us, it's important the total one. Here you go. There is information. And here we can see the button. We actually can just click one button and book this load. And I will receive this load to my email, and the driver will receive this load to their application. So real application where they can see all information about it. So the price are going higher when time is close to pick up. All right. Sometimes they change the pickup time, but it usually goes up. So there is a big difference between street loads and platforms like a Schneider or JB Hunt. We also call them street loads. There is an absolutely different system how we can work with. Some carriers work only with Amazon. They don't use PowerDay, they don't use Schneider, but they use only Amazon. And for these loads, we had some teams, I believe, in the company. So usually big companies, they have their specific department, and it calls Amazon department, where dispatchers work only with Amazon platform, because the Amazon have their own requirements, and it's easy to work with because they have their own trailers. So it's always drop and hook. The Amazon works 24/7. So you can book a load anytime if you find a good option for your driver and the driver is ready to go. And another things, as I said, then close to pickup time, the price are higher. So if you work with Amazon and the driver prefer to work with Amazon, they usually try to park their truck close to Amazon location. Yeah, we're looking the load from specific location. And once the pricing going higher, just don't forget to book a load, because sometimes you can lose a load with a good price. So don't wait for the last minute, okay? If you think or you feel you need to book it right now, just book it, okay? This is how it works. So some carriers work only with Amazon. That's, I had some clients once I started to work with them. So they work with only Amazon and no other load board. This is possible. Yes, it's possible. Can you keep your fleet running all the time? Yes, you can. But I would say if you want to be more professional in this industry, you need to understand how to work with the street loads, and you need to know how to work with Amazon. If you have these two options, well, I would say the professional dispatcher, they know how the whole system works. So if you find a client who actually work only with Amazon, it's fine. You can work only with Amazon. If you find a client or you work with a company, they work with street loads and Amazon, this is a good thing. If you don't have an option on Amazon, you always can cover your truck with a street load. All right, I have a question here. Okay, could you please advise the level of English to work comfortable with brokers? I would say if you can, I would say then you need advance, definitely, because sometimes you are need to keep some conversation and express your ideas, what exactly happened with the truck or with the driver, and why you cannot get delivery on time. So the comfortable level is advanced level. So in this case, you are good. If you are bilingual, if you speak different language, maybe Spanish, which is really good. Sometimes we have some drivers, or we usually have drivers who speak Spanish, and this is going to be a big plus for you if you speak Spanish. If you speak different languages and you have a driver who also speak your language, this is really good thing, because it's, you know, their language. This is the key for communication. But brokers, they usually speak English. This is official language in US, and all communication through email, all conversations over the phone in English. All right. Okay. Did I answer your question? Okay. So let me know if you have questions about Amazon. Yeah, great. All right. So the Amazon platform, it's a really cool platform. That's what I love to work with. It's easy. I would say this is the one of the best platforms I ever seen, and it's automatically created, and it's easy to get check-in in the facility when the driver come in. It's fully automatic, so there is no other systems in US like Amazon created. So if you will have a chance to find a client who actually work with Amazon only, this is awesome, really. If they have Amazon platform and with a good performance rate, this is really good client. Try to catch him. All right. If you have no questions, I will have a little short introduction of our school programs. So we offered for people who decide actually to change their profession, or they are looking for a new profession. So I'm working in a school as a trainer, and as a dispatcher, we can provide them some good quality practice for our students. And the main program this school has, and this is independent dispatch program. I'm gonna do a short introduction of it. I'm gonna share with you what platform they use. They actually, hold on a second. So they use the really cool platform for their students, and this platform is called Thinkific. It's pretty safe and easy to use, and the whole platform, here you go. And this platform, um, the navigation of system is really good. So this course and training program, I would say this is a training program for dispatchers who just start their career. It's gonna fit you if you're looking for the new profession, or you are looking to increase your income and you want to change your profession, or maybe you move to US and you are looking for the profession with a quick start. Okay, so dispatch work can be one of these professions which is actually can give you the quick start, because you don't need a higher education. There is no limits, the age limits, right? Nobody is asking you how old are you or if you can come to this industry. I knew some people who are actually 50, 55 years old, and they just start their career in this industry, and they're pretty successful in it. So this give you the quick start. Why the training program is good kickstart for you? That's because me and my co-workers who actually get lucky to be part of this project, we all our experience get together, all my 6 years experience and my colleagues, and we put all our knowledges in this training program. This is not just online course. This is the program that gives you understanding the trucking industry if you're gonna work as a dispatcher. If you think what you will get from it, this is not just knowledge, right? So once you get experience at work, it takes a lot of time, right? But it's pretty cool when experts can give you all this knowledge and you can get this knowledge for 2 months only, right? 2 months, this is a pretty short jump from zero to the industry you actually don't know, or maybe you know, but from another side. This program is easy to create it. I mean, it's simply explained. The hard things in the industry, which actually sometimes is complicated to understand, in the easy way, how the person who never know about the trucking business can actually easy understand the program. So the platform is easy created, and the platform, they have models. There is 11 models. There is 11 models, and Amazon one of the models, because the Amazon platform, it's like I would say the whole work. This is like the training program that actually gives you opportunity to work with Amazon only if you will decide to do this. This is also show you how to work with street loads. It shows you how to work with brokers, how to find brokers, how to find load, how to find good paid loads, how to calculate mileage, how to communicate and create networking between you, colleagues, and other people who work in this industry. This is also gonna cover your relationship with drivers, how to build your team if you will become a manager in the future, and all necessary information you're gonna need for this industry to as a starter. And once you come into the company, you are not coming from zero. You have fully understanding how the system works. And once you get it, it's much easier to start to work. You are not a new baby in a company, right? You already know how to book loads. So the system is not just online lessons. We also offer you, it's online lessons, and this is always mentor calls. There is a 6 weeks of program, online lessons in 2 weeks. I'm sorry, 2 calls per week with a mentor, which actually guide you through the whole process of it and shows you what exactly you can get from this industry, what life hacks. You can ask any questions you like. We also practice included. I think this is a best part of it. It's not just how you can work with brokers and book loads. But since we work in the company and we run in this company, we can give opportunity for all our students actually get real experience how to book loads, how to speak with brokers. You can really speak with brokers, how to communicate with drivers, what kind of tools we use in real life. You can see and feel the real work, how we call it kitchen, with dispatchers who working with us already like more than 3 years, and we have like 4 years people who working with us in this industry and they joined to our team. We also gonna show you all equipment necessary for work as a dispatcher. So if you would like to get more experience and on how to work with platforms, how to book and start new journey, so this is the best investment, I think, to get in 2 months a new profession and start new career and job in this industry. Of course, after educational programs, we are not losing any connections. So we have a community of people who work in this industry. We work in this industry and we are trying to communicate all together. All right. So we try to share our experience and advisors during this, your first step in this industry, which is actually really helpful. And people who start their own career, that's gonna keep you motivated. All right. So once you can get experience or advice from the professional dispatchers, that's really awesome. I think this community helps people to stay in this industry, stay motivated, and you actually can always get an advice from them. And this program already starts today on Monday. We already have a group, so we still have some empty spots. If you like to join, you still have a chance to do this. We have a flexibility in payments. And if you have any questions, you can ask me in chat and I will be really appreciated to answer you. Another option we have only Amazon option. If you still don't know, if you want to get the full educational program, which is for 2 months with a practice, and you have access to platform 24/7. This is a live access. You can get back to your course whenever you start to work, and you can watch everything what you need. And also the community of people who can actually support you during your start journey in the trucking industry. 2 months of educational program is 1,500 with the practice. And if you're not ready for start the full educational program and you want to understand does it fit to you or no, we have a short program like Amazon. This is an Amazon webinar for 1.5 hours. We explain how to work the platform and all the features you can see and how to work with Amazon. So this program is actually $15 only, so you can watch and understand. If you want to become the work only with Amazon programs, maybe this will be enough for you. But if you want to be more deep in this profession, to start your reach your goals, maybe reach your financial goals, or maybe you just want to get something new and interesting in your life, and truckload dispatchers is for you. So we join you. Welcome to our program. That's actually I'm gonna teach on this course, me and my colleagues. We will give you more information about our experience, and of course share a lot of interesting stories and experience how we during all these years get it. So please welcome. Let me know if you have questions about the training programs. We also have a free edition. I just forgot. We have a free edition. If you want to test the main program, we have a trial and we have a first model is open for everyone who wants to join, and I'm gonna send you a link in the chat so you can go and check everything in the platform and see how it works. All right. Okay, let me know if you have any questions. I would be really happy to help you. Okay, and we are going to another part. We still have time. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm gonna answer you right now, and we are going to really interesting part, how to calculate your commission and how much you can earn actually from to be a dispatcher. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing, and I'm gonna back to my presentation. All right, no questions. All right, I'm gonna share the screen with you right now. All right, so this is the interesting part, how much you can earn actually for booking loads for your drivers. The first question I ask so many times, how many trucks do I need to have a good income? Well, as I mentioned before, I think 8 trucks is enough. Okay, so 5 trucks, if you are not feeling, then you can cover more, but you always need to try to test yourself. All right, so the 5, it's minimum. So the 5 trucks you can get in a company during 2 weeks. All right, if you need more time, you can ask for 1 month, okay, for 5 trucks. Once you feel comfortable with 5 trucks, try to get one more, and one more. Well, basically, I would say with my experience in the companies, 8 trucks are pretty good amount of trucks to get really good income. If you will become to have 10 trucks, wow, that's really good. I know people who has 12 or 14 trucks, but I believe it's pretty hard to cover. So if you don't have a helper with you, if you work by yourself only, so I believe it's a little bit complicated to cover. But if you have a helper who actually can help you to do research or give a call to brokers to find the loads, yeah, 12 trucks, I think it's fine. All right. So let's just calculate for 8 trucks, which is actually average amount of trucks for dispatchers. How you can calculate your income? Well, easy way, you need to know how much one truck can earn money per week. Well, we usually calculate per week because we are calculated week gross. Gross, this is the whole amount of you book loads for the whole week for the driver. So the goal, I believe, for many companies, it's 10K per week. So 10K per week, this is the gross for the driver, okay? So how it's calculated? You're booking like one load for 5K, and you're booking 2 more loads like 2K and 3K. This is just an example, okay? It might be 5 loads, might be 3, might be 2, maybe 1. Sometimes Amazon gives you opportunity for 10K. Just book 1 load for a whole week, which is, I mean, that's awesome. So 10K per week, this is the goal for the company and for dispatcher. But sometimes it depends from the truck drivers also, or market, how many miles he can drive. So I would say the average from 8 till 10, but the goal is 10, okay? Always. Okay, 8 truck. Let me see. Okay. There is some calculations. All right. So if you have 8 trucks and each truck earns 10K, this is $10,000 per week gross. So it's actually 80. This is per week. I have a calculation here. So for the whole week, 80, but for 4 weeks, we're gonna calculate for the whole month, all right? So we have a 4 weeks, which is actually $32,000 gross. For the company you earn, this is what you book for your company and for your drivers. This is the gross. This is what I mentioned here, right here. All right. So I have a different percentage here. Why? Well, different percentage because if you work in a company, so probably your percentage will be up to 3% from the gross. All right. So if you book loads for your 8 trucks and you were close to 10K per week, so it's going to be $320,000, and you are getting 3% from this gross for the whole month. It's gonna be 96 per month. This is percentage for people who work in a company, okay? In US markets, the people who actually come into work, and the percentage might be different, but it's the average up to 3%. We usually tell our students to start their career in the company because this is a better opportunity for yourself to learn more things and test yourself, okay, before you become independent. How long do you need time to become independent dispatcher? So what does it mean independent? Once in one moment you decide that you don't want to work for the company, you want to go your way and you want to find a client. In this case, your percentage will not be any more 3%. So this percentage will be 4 or maybe 5. It depends how good you are to sell yourself, to sell your skills, all right? And if you work in a company, this is my suggestion. So if you decide to come with us and get educational and you will find a job in a company and you start your journey, my suggestion, try to get maximum from the company. If you like to work in a company and this money is enough for you, that's all right. I have a lot of friends who still work in a company and they don't want to move there because they feel really comfortable. They like their team, they like their owner, they are pretty good. They feel comfortable with the money they earn in there, okay? And but I would say if you have a really good ambitions and you think then you can go your own way, you have the chance to do this. Once you will understand how they work the system, so I will give you my personal experience. After 3 months, I start to feel more comfortable because you know a lot of situation what's going on. You can predict it, you know how to avoid it, and after like 2-3 months of work in a company, you become more stable. You know, you understand then what can happen to you. In this case, I think 6 months will be enough absolutely to understand the system, how the company works. And if you will be ready, you can go your way and become independent. You can find your clients. Sometimes I hear the question like, oh my God, where I can find clients? There is nobody need my service. There is a lot of big companies who offer better service. This is not true. And here's my example. I personally start independent dispatcher. I would say late, but I feel really comfortable working in a company. I actually have no idea that I will become independent dispatcher if I didn't find a client. So what exactly happened? I'm actually thought, where will find a client who need my service? But in one moment, one of my drivers just left the company and he opened his own company and he called me and asked me, can you be my dispatcher? And that moment, like, really? Do you want to work with me, just with me, and you don't want any service from the company because they offer a lot of bonuses? And he said, no, because I pay a lot of to the company, but it's okay. I will pay you more, but I will have my own company. In that moment, he has only one truck. And I said, why not? Let me try to work with this. So I still work in a company. In this moment, it was pandemic time, and we already work in home. So the company actually doesn't know that I work for someone else, and I thought I need to try it. Just why not? I mean, if no, that's no. If yes, it's yes. And we start to work with him at one truck, but I still work in a company. And later he invited his friends to work with me, and I have 5 trucks. In one moment, I start to feel then actually from 5 trucks, I have like similar amount than I working in a company. After this one, some of his friends called me from trucking company. They have a small company with 10 trucks. And I thought, damn, this is really good opportunity for me to work with another company, but they have 10 trucks, but I already have 5. How can I handle it this all? And we decided to start with 1 truck. And I started to take 1 truck, then I got another truck, and then I have already 8 trucks. I just find a person who actually become my partner. I asked the guy who worked with me, and I asked him if he wants to join me because I have trucks. This is how we become partners. And he was the first one who actually helped me, and he really was happy because he doesn't work for the company anymore. This is what he wants to be more free about it, and he wants to work remotely, but he hasn't chance to do this. And we start together work, and finally, so this is my 5 trucks, and this company with 10 trucks. And later, as they start to grow more and more, and they become the company with 20 trucks. So we have 25 trucks, and we start to hire another people in for our team who actually can help us and handle another trucks. So this is how we actually create the team of dispatchers and become a dispatch company. Was the beginner. It was pretty quick beginner, I would say. I didn't expect that people will join me and follow me and with a dispatch company. But I want to share my experience with you guys. So if you think then you can handle management stuff, if you can handle go your way in outside of company, you have a chance to do it always. I would say my experience give me the imagination, then actually my thinking, then my service doesn't need anyone is pretty wrong. Because there is a lot of small companies who need a dispatcher. Small companies before 30 trucks. This is a small company. Once you get a client with 5 trucks, they are growing. So if you see the opportunity, the company will grow, take this client and work with them. You can work by yourself. I also have people who work with me and they just work by yourself. They don't have any helpers, they work by yourself. But also I have a really good experience who actually open tracking companies and open dispatcher companies. They just get all people together and they create their own service for the better price. So this is how you can actually get your 4% or maybe 5% from the trucks you cover, right? So the 4% for 8 trucks with gross 10K per week, it's gonna be $12,800. I mean, this is awesome, really. If you can handle it, if your company then you're working with can give you more trucks, and if you can invite more people to your team and you can negotiate the rates between you and another person, you still can get the percentage from another dispatcher too. So it's gonna be more cool. So you work and earn your money, and you also have a percentage because you give your trucks to another dispatcher and he gives you some percentage from it, like maybe 1 or 2 maybe percent, and you can earn on it too. So this is how you can become the owner of company, and you can manage your own team. And this is my personal experience. And we start our company 3 years ago. And for now, we have really, let me calculate. We have 11 people in our team, and some of them are working in US, some of them overseas. We knew these people, or some of them who actually finished our course and they were really good students. So this is a really good opportunity for yourself. Think about it. So if you think about investment, so this is for your real example of my work, what I did, and how we actually from a simple dispatcher become to the owner of company or dispatch company. And I would say so define the client. this is not a big deal, really. So if you have a good communication skills, you always can make a deal. And to find a client, it's also not complicated. Why? That's because once you know how to do research, this is one of the important skills, I would say, or because you're gonna need it to find a job, and you're gonna need it to find a client. And once you have resources how to do this, you will get lucky on it. You just need to get this opportunity and make a deal and conversation with people, and that's how you will become more successful and financial independent on it. Okay, one more question here. If you have any chance to get a remote job from Kazakhstan without an experience after I complete the training. I know that Kazakhstan, it's become a more a lot of companies. I actually have a clients from the Kazakhstan. They will start to work us in next month. And by my research in Kazakhstan, there is a lot of companies already opened in trucking industry. You just need to do your own research, guys. This is one of the really good skills. Try to do your own research so you can actually understand how market works. You will understand how many companies open in your specific country where you live. Can you find remote job? I can say only about US, okay? I know people who work in different countries, but they work for US companies. This is true. If you planning to find a job on US market, absolutely no limits here. I'm sure you will find it. If you want to find a job in Kazakhstan, just check what options you have there. If they offer you remote work, maybe they can offer you for the first time work in the office. Sometimes they can give you like hybrid system, so you can work from home few days and 3 days in the office. This maybe also gonna work for you. You want to work on US market, so you need to do research on US market if the companies can give you the opportunity to work remotely. I would say then it's better to start from the company in your city, maybe. And once you get experience, then you can apply for a job from US. Well, the reason why I suggest you this, that's because they will, the company who will hire you, they will expect from you right away really good results. And if you will fail on it, it's not gonna, you will not get a good performance for yourself, right? So you just need to measurement your skills, your experience, understand what is better for you. If you think you can handle it, go ahead and do it. If you think you need more experience, find the company who can give you this experience, get this experience, and apply for US market. Did I answer your question? If you have any questions left, let me know, please, so I can help you with this. I'm gonna send you the information about this page course and Amazon webinar. Just quick reminder, Amazon webinar. It's a 1.5 hour short introduction and understanding of Amazon platform and how to work with Amazon platform and book loads. If you still have any doubts how to fit to this profession, maybe Amazon webinar gonna help you. We also have a free, let me stop screen and I'm gonna send you right now, free trial we actually have for everyone who wants to try. This is the, okay, this is a free trial. You can apply and see how the platform works, or maybe this course will fit you, or maybe no. But you guys always need to improve your soft skills. So once you're gonna work with clients or with a company, so I would suggest you to do research how to what kind of soft skills you need for this work. But I would say the best one is a communication. If you are easygoing person to communicate with people, I know some people who has no experience at all and they find a really good job and they had a really good job offer with a really good salary and so that's I would say the top level than I saw when people have no experience and they found the job. This person, he actually was our student. He applied for a job before he started the course. He was make sure then he will get his money back pretty fast. But the income is really good. So as a dispatcher, maybe you have a limit if it depends from how many trucks you can cover. But if you want to, but you always have a chance to grow. You can be dispatch manager. So the dispatch managers, if you will tired from just to be a dispatcher, and the company will have a chance to offer you maybe this position, or they will have an open position, and you would like to apply for this. So dispatch manager, they usually have a fixed rate. That's how we call salary plus commission, because dispatch manager also booking loads. So in this case, you will get more income than dispatcher. All right, and I don't see there is limits or ceiling about income, because if you will go your own way, your percentage will go up, right? If you decide to open your dispatch services, or you invite your friend maybe, or the partner who can actually help you to create the team and to sell your services, here you go. It's actually the more income. So I would say the trucking industry, this is a really huge industry. So every month, a lot of companies, new companies opening here. So dispatch work is pretty, I would say the people are searching for dispatchers all the time, all the time. I would say it's like a lack of on the market of dispatchers. This is the reason why we also trying to give the opportunity for people to learn this profession, even if you live overseas. I know some countries offer jobs in their countries like Kazakhstan. I know from Europe companies who actually, some brokers working with me from Europe. And this is really good opportunity. I believe the difference in currency, right? Which is really good for you to earn good money. The only one thing I know that's a commission in US market in overseas countries are different. It might be different twice. So if you work in US, it might be up to 3%, and if you work overseas, it might be 1.5, so twice less. This is like opportunity for people who can start to work in this industry. It's still good money, I would say, but you always can apply for US market because so many companies are looking for overseas. But so overseas is just like, you know, the outsource, and this is opportunity for big companies to save money. This is the reason why they pay less. All right, any question left? Let me know. I really would love to answer to you guys. I hope you get a lot of information and new interesting information from this webinar. If you are new in the trucking industry, please feel free to follow up in our channel. We posting some information, or our Instagram, so you always can find us or text us. And also, if you like to know about if you would like to watch our webinars on the YouTube, we have option to watch our webinars. I'm gonna send you, hold on, I'm gonna send you the YouTube channel. On YouTube channel, you will find webinars. You will find interview with people from this industry, which might be interesting for you. with dispatchers and with the people who from dispatchers open their own company, and you can see their interview, how they start their journey. Maybe it will give you more motivation to open your company and reach your goals. All right, thank you so much, and really appreciate it, and thank you so much for coming today, and I wish you a wonderful week, start of week. Any questions left, please text me in Telegram channel and I will answer to all questions. If you want me to duplicate all these links, I will send them in Telegram channel so you can open and watch again. And this video will be recorded and send it to the Telegram channel. So if you would like to watch again, you can back and watch it. Thank you so much and have a wonderful evening or night maybe. Bye bye, guys.